Good day, colleagues. Today I'm going to present my lesson plan for grade 10. I have outlined here my lesson plan. These are my substandards 211, and these are interpretations of substandards, explain the facts and events, analyzes the facts and events in the text 211 and 314. As we know, 211 substandard refers to speaking skill, speaking domain, and 314 is related to reading domain, reading content line. So I have made an integration, intra-subject, interdisciplinary integration here between speaking and reading domains of the language. And I have derived three aims here: understands the main idea of the text, gives oral description of the facts and events in the text, gives own views and opinions about the events in the reading passage. And topic or context, we can also call it context. My topic is environmental problems, and I shall write date here, and this is my class profile because this lesson plan is designed for lesson delivery to grade 10. And my personal aims comes next. Personal aims are the teacher's aims. Maybe teacher wants to improve some aspect of teaching, for example, maybe instruction giving, maybe organizing the whiteboard, maybe building a good rapport with learners, or maybe teacher wants to improve some technological computer skills, technological skills, etc. So these are my personal aims: improving teachers' instruction giving, improve rapport with learners, improving teachers' facilitating skills, etc. And there can be some problems during lesson delivery, technological problems or some other problems. And here I have written learners may have problems with pronunciation, correct pronunciation, and as a possible solution, I offer that teacher will model the correct pronunciation, as well as teacher will ask the learners to use to listen to Google pronunciation guide, etc. And this shows that there can also sometimes be problems in the lesson delivery, during lesson delivery, and teacher should have some plan B in order to solve these problems. And my research question is, how can we solve environmental problems? And my teaching strategies are concept map on environmental problems, and as well as brainstorming, silent reading, and discussion. My resources will be textbook, whiteboard, overhead projector, worksheets, pictures, etc. My interaction models, this means that I'll use pair work, group work, and whole class work during lesson delivery. And my integration in inter-subject integration with will be with geography, because environmental problems this topic is directly related to this discipline, to geography. And these are my procedures. My motivation stage of my lesson: teacher will show a short video material, very short one, on environmental problems, and teacher will also activate prior knowledge of the learners on environmental problems, and the learners will be invited to the center of the classroom, and they will form a circle, and by clapping their hands they will one by one revise environmental vocabulary, and this process will be repeated until completely all the vocabulary is completely revised. Then teacher, of course, there will be some new lexical units in the reading passage, so it's very important for the teacher to pre-teach all these new words. So the teacher will show some images and will present new vocabulary by pictures, and also write the spelling on the board, and teacher will also model the correct pronunciation of the lexical units, and teacher will also explain the definition of the new lexical units, and it will be easier for learners while reading. It will be easier easier for them. Then after revising, after learning the new words, the whole class will discuss. They together with the teacher, they will create a concept map on the board, on the whiteboard, on environmental problems. Then I shall pass to the as a teacher, I shall pass to my reading passage. I shall divide the text into two parts. Also, I shall divide my students into two parts, and I shall give one part to each group, and my students will start reading the text. Of course, we'll read the text. I shall use silent reading method. My learners will read the text and write some marks, put some marks beside, for example, plus, minus, or question mark, or exclamation mark, etc. And they will read and comprehend the content of the reading passage. Then a teacher will ask them to give their views on the text. They will define the main idea of the reading passage. They will also describe the events in the text. They will give information on the content of the passage. They will exchange information with each other, with one another. Then they will describe the environmental problems, and one by one they will give the root causes of environmental problems. They will show that human factor is the most important factor in global warming and environmental pollution. They will show examples of human activities that harm our environment. And once more, the teacher will ask the research question. The teacher will organize the discussions around the research question, and the research question is how can we solve environmental problems, and learners will offer their solutions. Some of them will say that it's useful to cut carbon emissions, methane and carbon dioxide emissions. Others will propose that people should use bicycles and electric cars in order to avoid pollution, air pollution, and some others will offer that we should stop using fossil fuels, and we should turn to alternative energy sources such as solar power, wind power, tidal power, etc. And in this way we can solve environmental problems. And also they will show root causes of environmental problems, how we pollute our environment, how we pollute the land, water sources, and as well as soil, and how we can act in order to stop all these pollution and contaminations of nature. And then we shall have a reflection stage at the end of the lesson. I shall use 3-2-1 method, and we shall reflect on what we have learned in our lesson, and as well as my learners will fill 3-1 chart, and as an assessment I shall use a self-assessment checklist, and I shall distribute self-assessment sheets to my learners. They will answer these questions, and in this way I shall evaluate them. And this is my self-assessment sheet. Here I have written the criteria, and here I have written level descriptions: fair, good, poor, perfect, etc. And these are my criteria. For example, I can define the new words in the listening passage, I can grasp the overall message of the reading passage, etc. So here I revised I gave the outline of my lesson plan for grade 10. My main purpose is presenting what I have written here, presenting it and interpreting it in the target language, in the English language, and thank you for listening to me.